This video is brought to you by FieldPulse, field service software built for the trades. Check them out using the link below and try risk-free for 7 days. What's up, guys? This is part of our weekly vlog that we're going to be doing. Just showing you day to day what I'm up to. I am currently sitting in traffic, going to a warranty call. This has been a problematic call for us. We've had several technicians out here, but right now I'm in bumper to bumper traffic in Atlanta, and it is no joke. All right, let's see what this unit's doing. This thing should have some type of code on it right now because it is not turning on, and the indoor air handler is. All right, fancy. So we are getting a code down here, L16. That L16 is some type of inverter fault. First thing I did was check the power coming to the board, and there wasn't any. And this disconnect, I checked it, had power off the top but not coming out. Wiggled it a little bit and it came on and it restored power. So there's a bad connection in this. So we need to replace this disconnect here. So now I just started it up and see if just to make sure everything's going to run good. Look how the pressures look, and hopefully it's just going to be switching this disconnect out and we can move on to the next one. All right, so finished watching the system run for a little bit. Everything looks really good with the pressures and the operation of the system. So we're going to have to replace the disconnect box. So that's what I'm going to be doing now. We're just going to double check the power's off to it. We're good. I am not about to drive in both of those screws with a screwdriver. So going to get a Phillips head bit. All right, so that's another happy customer, and we're on to the next one. All right, so we're gonna close this call out real quick and we'll take a look and see what the next call is. All right, so it looks like we got call is probably about 30-40 minutes away from where I'm at now. It's within 30 days of a new install. So the unit's just stopped heating. Customer had system installed around 30 days ago. So that's what we're going to now. So we'll pick back up once I get there and get everything set up. Just got to the next call. Let's get out and see what's going on with it. That's a strange one. Don't happen every day. The homeowner told me that they had just lost power about 5 minutes ago. What good luck is that, huh? We're gonna wait around for 10-15 minutes, see if the power restores. And if it doesn't, we'll have to move on to the next one and try to get them tomorrow. All right, the power just came back on. So unfortunately, when the power was turned off, it reset any type of fault code that would have been on here. So that's sort of a bummer. You always like to get to the situation with the system locked out so you can see what exactly had happened before. Another heat pump. So if I had to guess, it's going to be something to do with airflow. Lock this thing out more than likely, but that's just speculation and going off of what typically is the case with these heat pumps around here. Both calling for heat. Both zones should be open. Got probe set up. Let's see how the system's running. All right, so yeah, everything's working good inside, but our outdoor unit still isn't coming on. So we're gonna see why this isn't coming on and if we're getting some type of code. All right, so we are still getting a normal operation light. Everything inside says that it is sending the 24 volts here. So let's take a look. We'll check up here on this board to see what it's receiving from the zone board and the air handler. Well, first thing I'm going to check is C to D, and we are getting 24 volts there. Now we'll check C to Y. That'll be C to Y is going to let us know if it is getting power, saying that this contactor should be pulling in. No voltage. Heat strip is definitely working. We are getting 121 degrees for the supply. So we know that heat strip is what's the only thing that could be heating this thing right now. So let's go back up. Let's take a look at that zone board. Wild in common is not getting anything. We will see if it is over here. AC voltage insufficient. Okay, AC voltage insufficient. Yeah, definitely not insufficient. 24 volts was not being sent to Y to come outside. After messing with that board, it ended up resetting all of a sudden, and then it started sending the power to Y. So that makes me feel like there's some type of issue going on with that zone board. It's the only thing I could find that is even remotely a problem. Everything else looks pretty good. The pressures look good when it's working. Both the dampers are working. I went through the self-diagnostic on that zone board and it all looked okay. Sometimes with these intermittent deals with the zone boards, if you see something like that happening and you can only make it happen once, it's still worth replacing that board, especially if it's warranty and it's going to cause a lot of problems in the future. That's what we're going to do on this one. We're going to order a zone board just because when I checked it initially, it was for sure not sending any voltage to Y to turn the outdoor unit on. They're going to let us know over the weekend what they'd like to do. When we first checked it, there was no power being sent on the Y wire at the zone board on the equipment side. The thermostat sides were calling for heating with and the zone board itself was set up as a heat pump, so it should be sending it to Y in the first stage of heating. So after it had that glitch and reset, everything worked fine. Everything looked good. I have seen these zone boards do that before, where they have this intermittent glitch that will cause these things to stop working. We are headed to the last one of the day. I don't believe they are a normal customer, so maybe we can get us a new one on this one. Man, it's been a long day, a lot of driving. Pulling up to this call now. Let's see what's going on at this one. Well, the homeowner was with me, so I wasn't able to film the beginning of it, but it's another heat pump system, and it wasn't too much to film anyways. Got in there, noticed there definitely wasn't a buzzing in the system. It has 240 volts, but no 24 volts. So the transformer was definitely bad. We're going to see if that's the only issue. There's a lot of times, storms, power surges can cause these things to go out. So we'll keep our fingers crossed that that's all it is and there's not a bigger underlying issue. All right, got the transformer. And that's our old transformer. Oh, snap. That's not good. I think we found the reason the transformer was blown. Holy moly. Well, that's gonna be a mess. Holy cow. That's not good. So probably overamping because of that filter, or there was just a loose connection in here somewhere. But either way, these wires are gonna have to be cut back and stripped, new disconnect. Well, I guess this is disconnect Saturday. This one definitely needs it, and typically I only keep one disconnect at a time on the van. Just so happen to have an extra one. So disconnect number 2. Let's not kill no more time. Let's do it. Well, I got a dang mess. Got to clean all these wires up, get this box off, put a new box on, get everything hooked back up. So I'll start filming again when I get this all wrapped up. Oh, also got to do the transformer. So the homeowner came back up to the attic, so I wasn't able to film the transformer being done, but got all that finished, and here's the pressures and how everything looked once I got everything wrapped up in the attic. So everything else looked fine. Didn't really see any other issues with the system at all. So it was another disconnect, and that was the final call of the day. So I hope y'all enjoyed this one, and I am headed home. See you next time.